It's showtime. All right. Well, I want to say, hey guys, thanks a lot for clicking on the video and popping into the live. And I know people are going to be coming in throughout the next 2 hours. I'm planning on staying for 2 hours tonight because I miss you guys. Well, I always stay on for 2 or 3 hours, but I'm going to try to keep it around 2 hours. And I see some of y'all already jumping in. If somebody can give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it because I want to make sure that you can hear me before I get too far into it. So while I'm waiting for a thumbs up there, let me get, it's getting a little chilly. I did turn this off. I had it running. This is the little buddy heater. We got to give it a couple, get that going. And we got the fan. So if you guys watched the hospital stealth the other night, you'll see that I had this fan on here with a little gadget for the grate. And oh, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. So that's got a little fan on the top. And that fan, I said Dober, I always say Doberstein, but it's Doberstein. I always get that mixed up. But it does have that fan on it for the wood stove. And if you saw in the video, I only ran it for just a little bit. It heated up so fast. And that fan just circulated everything around very, very quickly. Now, it's not spinning yet. You can see it right there, but welcome again. All right. Well, I'm going to take a sip and settle on in. So we got our coffee. Ooh, great stocking stuffer. Random Christmas 2.0. So Randy the squirrel, Randy, Random Randy is a cup design that'll be for this month. I'll probably let it up there for a little bit longer after Christmas, just in case you want to get it for next year. So I'll just pull it down and then put it up again next year. But if you ever want one, like in the middle of the year, you're like, hey, I want that. Message me, and I'll put it back up on the thing. The merch shop. Oh, I don't know. There's also a T-shirt of Random Randy. Got a little candy cane there, and got his hat on. Got my hat on because this is our December live. Now, what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about a little bit about December, but it's our chance to go back a little bit and answer questions about what we did in November. So the one video, I did go to Mossy Swamp. So you guys saw that. That was the Mossy Swamp down there in North Carolina. So we went to that. And we also did the I-95 rest stop on the way down there. Now, I do want to say in that video, that's where I woke up in the morning. And if you saw the Thanksgiving message, I had taken the eye patch off. I was wearing the eye patch, especially when I drive. But that's still, it's getting better. But when I woke up that morning, I noticed as I was driving out of the rest stop that I had a little bleed in the it's one of the veins that go to the retina. And I was like, oh, it's bleeding. But it wasn't really affecting my vision. But when I got over there to the Woolly Swamp, you know, the first night, second night, and I slept at a gas station the night before. And but every morning I could see less and less. I was a little worried about driving home because it'd be dark and I would have that one eye that illuminates whenever headlights hit it. It would be really, really bright. I wonder if I got another light here. Let's see. Turn this on, just so you guys can see me a little better. On. There we go. Oh, that's bright. Take that down a couple notches. All right, now we got some front lights, so you're not seeing me all shadowy. Not that you don't need to see me shadowy, right? All right, so welcome again. And I want to say, as we get started here, man, I love doing them every Sunday. But having it once a month gives us a little bit more to talk about, but I can talk, right? A lot. But it gives us a little bit more chance, and it also opens it up a little bit for me to also do stuff, like maybe have a down day on a Sunday, where I don't have to go out and do anything. But if it's going to be really nasty weather, speaking of nasty weather, we've got that new camera, which is the Osmo DJI camera, Action 5. Man, that thing works great. I used it on that garage camp because I knew it was going to snow. So that opens up more possibilities for us filming wise. And I got that little mic on. So it's in the backpack. You see the backpack on this. It's full of presents. All right. Squirrel. So I was going to take a sip of this and say, welcome to Sunday Night Live. All right. Oh, there you are. Okay. Give a second for everybody to get in here. But fire away questions. Hey, Bailey. I don't know if you all saw Bailey. Hey, come up here. Oh. Bailey, y'all haven't seen Bailey in a long time. Come here. Come here. Up, 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 up. Come here. Good girl. I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, there she is. Bailey, say hi. So Bailey's been on a couple camps with me different times, but she's hasn't been out in a long time. Yeah, it's a good girl. All right. So she'll just pop in every once in a while. I don't have anything for you in here. I don't have any snacks. I know you're looking for one. Sometimes she'll pop in here, and I've got these little Slim Jims that my friend George gives me. They're little ones. He bought like 100 of them for like $6, and she uses those for. I use them for her. Like she likes those. All right. You're out of here. All right. So Miss 2.0 might be popping in as well. Egg Chaos, thank you very much for donating a membership there. And I see Stitches in here all the way out there in Saipan. So it's tomorrow already. Don't forget to send me those lottery numbers for tomorrow because you're already in tomorrow. All right. Well, okay. I'm thinking I'm going to scroll back up to the top here and see, because we've got people jumping in. But I did want to say that as we've had a lot of new people come to the channel, and I think this last video, when I was looking earlier, it said like 198 people subscribed just from the garage video. So welcome if you're in here and for the first time. I'm glad you joined us and get to know everybody in the chat. This is a great little community and a great family that we've built over the years. And a lot of y'all are here from maybe the very beginning. And some of you are here 1 year in, 2 years in, 3 years in, or maybe, just this 2025, because throughout 2025, back in January, if you guys remember, we hit 20,000 subscribers. Amazing. And then as of, I think it was December or October, it was in October. It was towards the end of October, we hit 40,000 or 41,000 subscribers. So I know there's a lot of people that don't know what we do here on Sunday Night Lives, but if someone's new to the channel, say where you're from, what state, and people will tell you hi. And it looks like, well, I better get busy. All right. So, yeah, Justin Corey, good evening. Hope you have a great show. Thank you so much. And then we got Brother Elric. How are you doing? God bless you, brother. Good to see you in here tonight. We got Chuck is in early and rides with Kyle. We got Todd Hill. How are you doing, brother? And then also Red Baron from Virginia. Already, good deal. So we got Virginia in here, and I know there's going to be a lot of other states. I see Texas right over there. Yeah, Texas, Joey Brown, all the way from Texas there. So I know there's a lot of people from Florida, GB Mom down there in Florida. We got Egg Chaos down there in Florida. So what are the plans? The plans are talk about a little bit of what's going to go on this month and also next month. So HangCon, am I going? Absolutely. So I will be going to HangCon again. I already got my ticket. So I will be arriving the day early. Stitch and I are going to be driving up from Tampa to attend HangCon. So if you're around that area, pop on in. And I'm definitely going to Hart's Meat Market. I don't know if you guys are, they pop on every once in a while. But if you guys are anybody from Hart's Meat Market, hey, I got to get an order in, right? So, hey, Gene, God bless you, brother. Good deal and thumbs up. Thank you so much. Morgan, how are you doing tonight? Is that Morganus Adventures? Oh, pretty cool. There you go. 210 Outdoors here, and we got Todd Hill. 210 Outdoors. I'm still working on that big old bag of coffee you sent me. So thank you very much. That is really, really good. Chuck Jones. And then we got Jim Ross. He's always from Georgia. Yeah. Hey, Leonard, how you doing? We got Diesel Outdoors, and we got Evan Anderson. Hello, hello. And like I said, I want to thank everyone for following along. I know I get messages from people say, "Oh, I wish we were doing this on Sunday night." And hey, Small Plots just popped in. Hey, Tony, like your hat. Thank you, brother. I liked your camp the other night. Yeah, you went out there in the snow. I did mine in the car, but only because I had that appointment the next day. And boy, did that ever work out very good. Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. All right, so the Bearded Viking, absolutely, there you are, brother. Yeah, the beard is coming back, says Evan. Yeah, the beard is coming back. I've been trimming it a lot because if you remember, if any of y'all remember way back when it was the 1 year after my stroke. So I did the trip across America. So the first month leading up to that, ended up in Arizona. But my beard, I guess before I drove across America, I went, hey, should I shave it? Should I trim it? Or should I rock this beard across the United States? And a lot of y'all said rock it across the United States. But when I came back, that thing was pretty big beard. And I've let it go. But me and Miss 2.0, and she's got a lot of, I want to please her, but she likes this length. So do I too, but I keep it nice and trimmed. Yeah. All right. Well, enough about my beard. Let's see. Hey, Michael Hardy, how are you doing? My birthday in December. Well, happy early birthday. Hopefully we didn't pass it yet, and you gotta have a great birthday. And if nobody knows that it's your birthday, hopefully they'll see this and they know it, right? Well, thank you very much, Michael. And Jeff Cooper, God bless you, brother. Hey, we got Coal Region in the house, Coal Region Diaries. Let's see. Jesus is my first. Absolutely. Hello, folks. Diesel Outdoors Excursions. Rainy night here in Florida tonight. Ooh, much needed. Yeah, I think I was watching Rewild Outdoors here not too long ago. And he was saying about the burn ban. What was that? Right around Thanksgiving. So he did a, he couldn't do a fire or anything, so he didn't. But yeah. So what's coming up? Lots of stuff. Hey, Dixie Cup, there you are. Let's see you. Good to see you. Have you in here. Ho ho ho, Tony. Good to see you. Alrighty. So what am I rocking in the cup? I have coffee. Yeah. Oh, and I need it too. Yeah. But I did that video when I woke up in the parking garage. It had snowed about 2 inches. It snowed for a good portion of that day. So it is a good thing that I came over the night before for my appointment, because I was able to get to my appointment. Hopefully the gas in that little buddy lasts longer, but if it goes out, that's fine, because I'm gonna get hot. But it's a good thing that I went over the night before, because I wouldn't have been able to get over. They ended up closing about 7 o'clock in the morning. The mountain that goes up over, I had to go, would have had to have gone the long way. There was quite a few accidents, so it all worked out perfect, and I was able to get into my appointment. And I went from the appointment down and got, if you want to know, I went to their cafeteria. I got scrambled eggs and 2 pieces of bacon and a cup of coffee. And I was sitting there, and so I decided I would go ahead and start editing the video while I was sitting there having breakfast. So I started doing that, and then I got up off of the chair and threw my stuff away and headed over to the elevator. Now, the elevator only goes up 1 floor from the cafeteria up to the main part of the hospital. Then there's 5 more floors above that. And so I got over to the elevator, and there was a gentleman right in front of me, and he walked up, and I saw he pushed the button. So I'm standing there waiting. It took a long time for one floor elevator to get there. So I'm just waiting. And we step onto the elevator. And when we get into the elevator, he walks in, turns to the left, and hits the button to go to 1 floor. And I said, "Hey, I'm going to the same floor." And he goes, and I laughed, and he goes, "Oh, okay." And then he backed up, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I said, "Yeah, no, it's only got 1 floor." And he works there, and he goes, "Hey, don't you have a YouTube channel?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "Oh, let's see." He goes, "I watch you. You had a stroke." And at the time, ended up getting to talk and got to the top floor, to the 1 floor up. But I reached in, and he says, "Yeah, I watch you." I said, "Well, here, have a sticker," because I carry stickers around with me. And he goes, "Thank you." And he says, "My wife watches you too." I said, "Well, here, have a sticker for your wife." And we laughed and stuff, and we got out on the 1st floor and walked down the hall, and I noticed he was going in the same direction. We just continued a conversation, and here he said, I remember, he said, "That's how I found your channel, because when I had my stroke, that's the hospital I went to, Geisinger, and I was in the main floor for a little while. Then I went over to Encompass, where I did my initial days of the stroke." And he said, at the time I was working in physical therapy with the stroke. He says, "I don't know if I met you over there or not." He said, "But I started following your channel, and I noticed he was in that building." So I said, "Well, what are you doing now?" He says, "Well, now I'm EKG." So he's working over there. And oh goodness, I am terrible with names. It took me almost a year and a half to learn Stitch's name. And it's Stitch. But yeah, I believe it was Russ. And then I get on after I go out, and I took the shuttle for a little bit of a ride around. And the shuttle driver, I get on, it was only me, and he looked at me. I sat down in the front, and here he's a subscriber as well, been watching the videos. But I want to say hi, guys, and it was really awesome meeting y'all in person. Yeah, so yeah, Cole region, and we got Joey. Like I said, Joey from Texas, Joey Brown. Hello, everyone. Let's see, Angel. There you go. Hey, Angel, I made it. I'm not in the hospital either. Raining here in Olson, Florida. Yeah, so we got 2 reports of rain down there in Florida. So we got, yeah, saying hi to Bailey. Let's see. What's up, Tony and everyone? Hey, Rick, how are you doing? Good to see you. And again, the gifted membership, 1 gifted membership went out to somebody. I don't see who got it, but I'm sure I'm going to see a thank you here coming up where it got, somebody got it. Let's see, we got Stitch and Dixie Cup, Egg Chaos saying Merry Christmas, y'all. Let's see. Ooh, I'm winging down. There we go. That's Ed. Merry Christmas, Rick. Cheers, buddy. Hello, everyone from Virginia. And then GD Mom, how are you doing? And like I said, Joey's from Texas. All right. So So how did everybody like that camp at the parking garage? Like I said, it was interesting because I needed to jump around quite a bit. And when I was sitting there in the morning, we saw security go by, but that curtain that I made that goes down over the back of the seat, I had made one right before I went to North Carolina. I never pulled it out because I don't have a sewing machine, so I tried to use super glue, and it ended up sticking to my table. It didn't stick to the cloth, and I had tried a curtain rod, but the curtain rod was too long, and it was uh, the shortest you can make it. It wouldn't fit. And on the Subaru, the sides go like that a little bit. So I went with the next size down and I put it all the way out, and it was too long and it ended up bending. So I was like, junk that idea. So I went with the paracord. I had the paracord when I went to North Carolina, but the material was so thin you could see right through it. But I wanted that in the car because down there I knew one gas station that I sleep at before I go to the North Carolina Hammock Hangers event at Woolly Swamp is how do you call it? Very bright lights, very, very bright. And last year when I was down there, it was the first time I stayed there. I had to put my jacket over my head so I could sleep. But this year I pulled it down, it blocked out some of the light. But that one that I just did, because I got that iron-on seam tape, that worked amazing. And it's more of a canvas material, so it was a lot thicker. And I slept long. I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning after that one. So yeah, and as the cars would go by, I said it in the video, but every time a car would go, it would bounce that floor in the parking garage. So I was bouncing almost like it was a windy night in the hammock. Really neat. Let's see. That's right. So letting y'all know, Gene's doing a great job here, letting you know to put question marks in front of the questions. Are you doing the Knoebels meetup? Yes, I just saw that over there. Small Plots definitely doing the meetup. It is over the weekend. What is that? Labor Day. Is that Labor Day? Memorial Day. Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be the second annual creator meetup. So it's definitely already scheduled. There's already people saying they're coming. And what I'm going to do is continue to encourage everybody to put it on their calendar. I know you couldn't make it last year because you already had previous plans, but it's going to be awesome. If you guys could if you are a creator, no matter whether you're YouTube creator, Instagram creator, Facebook creator, if you're a creator, Instagram, TikTok, whatever kind of creator, what this is meant to do at Knoebels is it's Pavilion C. It's the same pavilion as last year. It's for you to let your subscribers know that, hey, I'll be in Pennsylvania at a park that is totally free to get in, to park, to get into well, unless you want to eat or ride a ride. If you want to ride a ride, you just buy one ticket for the ride you want to be on, or you can buy a book of tickets. Oh, I got to turn this heater off. It is cooking in here. So yeah, I encourage all creators and to, I don't know, it's maybe a little early, but start letting your, just sprinkle it in every once in a while into a video or a comment or a live and say, hey, I will be here, Lord willing. I'm planning on going. So if you are, that way your subscribers that watch you will get to know that, hey, I'm going to go because I want to meet my favorite creator. So Small Plots, I'm definitely looking forward to you getting there, and that is going to be perfect. I believe Todd's coming back up again this year, Todd Champion. I see Rewild just popped in over here. Hey, brother, how you doing? Hopefully Rewild will make it back up here again this year. Him and his father-in-law came up last year. They had a great little series of a trip coming up that they filmed through some different states. You guys, what was that, hip camp? Um, your father-in-law did the hip camp um, to find great camping spots on the way up to PA. Let's see. Uh, I'll be in and out. No problem at all, Rick. Yes, I've got a couple straight razors to hone. Yeah, you do a good job of that too. North Alabama. Hello, everyone, says Stinger. Good to have you from North Alabama. Say hi to Todd down there if you see him. All right. Yeah, Todd had a great video. He did a Buc-ee's the other night. I don't know if y'all saw that yet, but that was a great video. And he slept in a tent on the other side of a block wall, right below cars. So that was a great video. I know when I did mine in on the way down to Florida last year, I just drove like 8.5 hours. Was it Florence, South Carolina? And they got like 130 pumps there. So I looked around, nobody was pumping gas in their cars because they say fill up with gas and come on in and shop around and then go back and get your car. But in the video, a lot of people didn't understand that, and that was what they tell you to do. I got so many, like, you're so rude, I'm unsubscribing to you. And I didn't mean to do that, but I guess I went in there I had to go to the bathroom bad. But I ran in there quick and went to the bathroom and showed y'all around real quick, and then came on out to the car. So I really wasn't in there that long. But anyhow, I'm never doing that again. Yeah, so I know I just seen you there. There you go. Connie, how are you doing, Connie? Hello from Louisville, Kentucky. Yes, good to see you. HangCon Thursday to Sunday. Oh, okay, Diesel, you'll be there Thursday to Sunday as well. I'll be Stitch and I'll be there Thursday, which is the one day early, and then we'll be there till Monday, and then pack up, and then we'll go back into Tampa. Let's see. Louisville, Kentucky. There you are. I knew I'd get to you eventually. So that's Small Plots. Go on over and check his channel out. A lot of you guys already know who he is, right? Yes, and if you don't, go check it out. Absolutely. Rocky Toppin, good to see you. Hey, y'all. I like it. Hey, y'all. Tony got the beard back just in time. Absolutely. Oh, that was the other thing. So when I go into my appointment, I go upstairs and I walked in, right? And where the elevator is, you got to go around the corner. So I went around the corner and I'm walking. I don't know if I was doing that or not, but I walked in and I had just my regular hat on and I'm in my jacket, like a normal look. And I'm walking and the check-in spot is right over at this desk. And there was 3 ladies sitting there when they got the glass dividers. And I walk up and the one lady said to the other lady and to me, she goes, "Oh my goodness, doesn't he look like Santa?" And I went, and I chuckled a little bit. And then so she goes, "Oh, well, I can help you." So I walked up to the counter and she's ready at the keyboard and she goes, "Okay." I said, "Yeah, I'm here for an appointment." She goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "Well, I'll spell it. SANTA." And she was like, "Oh." So that was funny. Yeah, I guess you had to be there. I can't see you laughing in the in the comments. Hopefully you're laughing. But yeah, that was fun. Yeah. So that appointment went good, but I do have a follow-up appointment on Tuesday. So I've got an appointment on Tuesday will be my next appointment. And I got an appointment for the Subi. The Subi-Doo, this happens somewhat often, but not real often. And I even have a backup cord in case it happens again. But it blew a fuse when I was in Florida. And that's when they came out to the car and said, or out to me to say, hey, we got good news and bad news. I said, all right. So the good news is it was just a fuse. And here's 3 extra fuses for you. And then I waited, and he goes, and the bad news is you need brakes and rotors, which I needed to get home from Florida, or I could stay down there a little longer. And that's when I camped with Rewild and also Dick in the Dirt down there week after week. And but every once in a while it'll blow a fuse, but this time it didn't blow the fuse. The cigarette lighter in the back of Subarus, they're not real good. And I went over the other day and got it tested, and it's from the front to the back. So they'll have to replace that. So I got an appointment tomorrow morning for that. And then Tuesday is my other doctor's appointment. So many doctor's appointments. And then the week after that, I go to another appointment for my hip. If you recall, I fell in January right on this hip bone. Once I got back from Florida, I wasn't used to the ice. And I walked outside, well, like that, kind of. And then I stepped on snow, but it was solid ice underneath. And my feet flew out. And so out. And then I turned. It's almost like I stayed in the air for a minute and then came down and hit this hip bone, the joint, but the hip bone that's in the socket, right on a clump of ice. And that thing has been hurting ever since. So I do have an appointment for that the following week. And then I go for the shot in this eye. So and someone says, a shot in the eye. Yeah, shot in the eye. So, yeah, that's where they numb your eye with drops, and then you wait and wait and wait, and then they come in with a needle. They prop your eye open, and you can kind of see it coming, and then it just distorts everything. It's interesting. Yeah. It's like looking through saran wrap. Like if you had saran wrap and you took your finger and you pushed into this saran wrap and it all goes, and then they go, squirt it all in there. I smell squirrels coming on yet. How is Mr. Squirrel back there? Yeah, he's hanging out back there. We got squirrel and bear. All right. Well, get back to the comments, Tony. I think the beard looks awesome. Thank you, brother. Yeah, and yours is looking good too. It's just not white. You'd have blended in more with that snowstorm. But yeah, that was crazy. That guy yelling out to you. What was it? It was interesting. Something miraculous, Draculous, or something like that. I'd have been like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'd have been going another way. Yeah. Santa is in the house. Howdy, stranger. Absolutely. Yeah, been a while. There he is, homeless Santa. Yes, it has been a while. Well, it's been a while since we had our lives. But homeless Santa is our friend from Florida, but lives in not in this area, but lives up north. The first time we met was down in Florida. And homeless Santa was one of the big inspirations to me becoming carnivore. And when I had gone to Maha up here, squirrel. So I think 3 more days, I'll be 600 days carnivore, and it is going amazing. But homeless Santa was one of the inspirations for that, because when I saw him in Florida and then saw him again at Maha, after that weekend, I decided I would definitely be looking into it more, and actually started the day I got back. Diesel Outdoor Excursions, $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, brother. I'm going to save that for my trip coming up in January. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be leaving in January to head down. Now, the HangCon I don't think it's until like the 15th or that weekend. So I am planning on leaving in January, like 3rd. so I, because I just so I don't know what day. I don't know what day. Rebecca, thank you so much for that. $20 super sticker. God bless you. Thank you so much. Definitely be putting that towards the trip as well. Uh, so when we go, and I'm going to pop that up when we get when I get to it in the main scroll, because I see it over there, because I got YouTube open on this side and I've got StreamYard, how I do our lives on this side. Yeah, Stitch thanking Rebecca for doing that. Yeah, that was amazing. So such a blessing. So what I'm planning on doing is a New Year's Eve live. It's not going to be a Sunday live because I don't think New Year's Eve is on Sunday. But if you recall, we've been doing that 4 years now. So I guess this would be the 4th year. Yeah, this no, this might be the 5th year. So was it last year or the year before? We did 6-hour live because we started at 10, but I think this year I'm going to start at 11 o'clock on Eastern time so that we got 1 hour before the ball drops over here on the East Coast. But then we've got to go to Central time and then all the way across till we get to California, which is 4 hours away. Sorry, sorry, Hawaii. I don't know if we'll make it all the way out to Hawaii, but that'll make it a 5-hour live, and we'll go through the different time zones because we got people stretched out across the United States that, when we're all over here going, Happy New Year at midnight here in the East Coast in Pennsylvania. You guys, that's what happened the first time that we ended up going. A couple people said, well, it's not an hour until ours. And I was like, oh, well, wait, why don't we just do yours next? So we stayed on and then through that realized, oh, there's another time zone. Oh, there's another time zone. So we ended up going across the United States. I don't think I'll make it all the way for Hawaii because that's a little bit of a wait to get to Hawaii. And by that time, I'm pretty beat. But I'm planning on recovering New Year's Day and from the live, finish packing the car on the 2nd, and then on the morning of the 3rd, I'm planning on heading out. Now, am I going straight to Florida? No. So I'm planning on heading south, but I may head a little westish, southish for something. But I will maybe do a video on the way down there. And then after whatever I do there, then I'll make my way towards Florida. I just got to be there the day before for when Stitch flies in to the airport so that I can get with him. All right. So that's all in the planning stages, but I'm hoping to get it all planned out before we leave. Not we. Well, I guess I can say we. Me and Random Randy. I always use terms like we or us because a lot of times I'm thinking about y'all. And I guess you'd be leaving too for Florida because if I'm going and you're watching, then you're coming along, right? All righty. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Joe Teeter. And we got Daniel. We have snow here in Michigan. Yes, you do. I saw that. And Ola from Dallas, Texas. It's Tamale season. Do you like tamales? I'm not sure what those are, so I apologize, Daniel. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong because I have a way of doing that. Let's see. Area ARYA LNK. Watching from 8,000 miles from you. What? 8,000 miles? Where are you from? Oh my goodness, that is incredible. Yeah, good. Are we coming in clear? Just kidding. Hey, Gray, how you doing? Hi, everyone. Let's see. Okay, so there we got a question. Good deal. Have you considered getting a new Subaru Outback? Maybe a different vehicle. Well, I always look at the Outbacks every time I go over there. In fact, I was over there the other day, and because I went over there for them to see if it was a fuse. And ah, goodness, who was my guy? Ah, Matthew. I don't remember his name now. I can almost see it, but I can't see. But he used his pliers, needle nose pliers, to get the 20 amp fuse out. And he checked it out and stuff, and then he put the fuse back in. Well, actually, I told him just put one of the new ones I brought. Put that in, and he left the needle nose pliers, so they're still sitting in the same place. I'll see you tomorrow morning. To get his pliers back, but they're going to fix the car. So I always look at Subarus. I'd really love to get a Wilderness, an older Tamol. Tamol. Thank you, Stitch. I don't know what Tamol is. So what I'll do is, what was I talking about? I scrolled it. Huh. Help. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, Subaru. So the Wilderness, I don't know if I'd want a brand new one. I'd want a used one with low miles, but they're out of my league. Yeah, they are. They are a little too expensive. And I got my Subaru 1 month prior to my stroke. I drove it for a couple weeks, had my stroke, didn't drive it again until I was able to drive. And I've got 185,000 miles on that. I got it when it had 72,000. So it's got high miles, runs really good. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. There you go. So Stitch has been a member for 18 months. 1 week left, enjoying a warm water. Two more outrigger club paddles sessions, and a few more beach swim afternoons before heading back to real winter. Right. So Stitch has been sending me and Alpine some pictures. Sea turtles, clams. There was an octopus way in the back, but Stitch and Miss Stitch, they scuba dive and have been taking the camera down with them and taking pictures and different things. And 1 more week left. Yeah, I wrote to Stitch in the chat. I said, hey, find a restaurant with a freezer, a deep freeze. Go stand in your boxers for like 10 minutes to start out, work your way up to 30 minutes before you fly home. That way, because he's going to fly home to Colorado where it is chilly. Yeah, we had snow on Thursday, inch of snow, melt by sunset. Yeah, our snow's still here, Leonard. We got a bunch. Yeah, and yeah, oh, I am way back, but yes, definitely having that. Ace of Hearts, how are you doing? Hello, would you stay? I would stay, but I'm having a friend out getting things done. Well, you have a great time. A friend passing just a. I remember you mentioning that, Ace of Hearts. Definitely be praying for your friend's family. Cure for I think that's still Parkinson's. Yes, I believe. Looks like it got shortened there. Hey there, been a while. Been dealing with some personal issues. Well, I'll definitely be praying for those personal issues. I can hide anywhere. Can't hide anywhere, can you, Tony? Nope. Yeah. Let's see. Steve Willard, happy December, campers. Absolutely. running a Christmas tree. Let's see. A few stickers. I never thought ordering a few stickers and mailing them to you would end up such a big thing. Absolutely. So Jeff Cooper designed that sticker that I have and I hand out, and sent me some for the very first time. Said, hope you like it. We came up with this sticker, and I know I had ordered some couple times after that because I handed them out pretty quick. And then after that, Mary and Johnny D. Torres, if you guys are on here, thank you so much for the monthly coffees. They did 20 buy me a coffees the first part of this month, which is going towards our trip. And so I with the stickers, they had sent me a gift, and I went and ordered a bunch of stickers, and I'm down to one roll stack left in the thing. So I'm going to have to order them again before I head out to Florida, because I definitely want to take a bunch down there as well. But yeah, no, thank you for getting the ball rolling there, brother Jeff. Squirrels chasing trees, right? Squirrel alert. All right. We got 48 people watching. Oh, Lucy. God bless you, sir. God bless you too, Lucy. Lucy, child of God. I love that. That was a cool video saying Joe. Yeah, the other video, the I-95 one, that was a lot of fun. I had the intro for that one. If you know how it starts, but it's so hard for me not to film and just drive. Like, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know if it would work out. So as I'm driving, I get down to the first rest area on 81, Route 81, heading south. And I got there, went in, pulled in, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. So, hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. Where are we at? What are we doing? Well, where we're at, we're in PA. And then I stopped and then got back in the car and I drove to Maryland. And we got out in Maryland and I set it up and I said, hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. Well, no, I didn't say all that. I said, yeah, where are we at and what are we doing? We're in Maryland. Then we went to Virginia. We're in Virginia. And then the final one was, we're in North Carolina, but we're not staying at this one. And that's how the video started. I was like, who? And then I thought, well, if it doesn't work out, I'll just make a brand new one when we get to North Carolina. But I thought that would be a neat intro. I think people liked it. Yes. Dixie Cup says yes. On Memorial Day. And Small Plot's definitely saying he will be there, which is going to be great. Yeah, let Sam know as well. Sam Bananas, if he wants to come over, that would be great. Or who got into stealth camp? Let's see. So what or who got you into stealth camping? So my very first camp was in a place called Centralia. So how that all took place is I wanted to get into adding camping to my channel. Tents. So I was following a lot of through hikers through the Appalachian Trail, watching their videos and stuff like that. We were doing Appalachian Trail through magic, trail magic and stuff. And I wanted to add camping to my channel. And with watching them, a lot of their tents are all very light, duplex or just the material. But so the material is very light and very expensive for the tents. So I was like, oh, that's out of my league. So I went on to YouTube or onto Amazon and I found a hammock and I ordered a hammock. And once it was right before Christmas, there was a set of an underquilt, a hammock, and a tarp. And it was a little bundle. So I ordered that, but I didn't have a top quilt. So I got that in December, and then right as Snowstorm Izzy, I believe it was in February of that following year, which is just 2 months later. Um, there was a snowstorm coming up, but I'd gone out and I'd set the hammock up once to do a little video of it and show it. But once I got a top quilt, it was just a cheap little top quilt. It was down though. It was really nice. I still use it. In fact, that's my car one that I use. And once I got that, then there was a snowstorm coming, and I was like, "Ooh, I think I'll go do a camp." And I had gone out and did the camp out at Centralia, and there was a guy that saw that video, and he goes, "Hey," he messaged in the comments, said, "Hey, have you ever heard of Stealth Camping Alliance? It's a group that just started, and it's people that do stealth camping." I was like, "Oh, stealth camp." Yeah, and he says, "Why don't you join the group?" So I checked it out and joined the group, and they do little things. I know Hammock Mountain, I don't see him in here yet, but he does a lot of stealth camping videos. But I did that video, and that's kind of how I learned about stealth camping. And then immediately started following like Steve Wallace, because that popped up on my thing, and others. And then there was a challenge for it was a bridge challenge. And I went out and I did the bridge challenge the 1 month. I think it was in March. And that was the video, 27 hours. I filmed that and had the major stroke. And lost all movement on my right side back then. And then, so that's kind of how I found out about stealth camping. And I would say that, why can't I think of his name right now? But he's in Pennsylvania. My mind every once in a while, but he reached out to me, and then just started following guys on stealth camping and stuff. Yeah, but there's Rewild Outdoors. Definitely be there. It says small plots. Yeah. Todd told me he has plans. Yes, he's definitely got plans on attending. So Todd Champion will be there again this year. Hey, Frank Explorations, how are you doing? Great to see you on live. Bailey's back in. Bailey, I want to say hi again. Up, 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 up. Come on. Jump up so they can see you. There you go. So this is Bailey. Bailey, are you a good girl? Yeah, good girl. All right, well, I got to get back to talking. All right. Yeah, I don't have any Slim Jims for you. All right. So, yes. So, definitely good to see you on live again as well. Like I said, it was so much easier when I was to see everybody, and also for people to realize that we do them because it became a really neat routine every Sunday. In fact, who was it? Chris, I believe Chris was telling me that at church on Sunday nights, he said that he would be like, after it was done and everybody was just fellowshipping after church, he'd be rushing out to go home. And someone asked him one Sunday, they said, "Hey, why do you rush out of here on Sundays nowadays?" He says, "I'm going to watch Tony at Random Adventures 2.0. He has his Sunday Night Live coming on in an hour." So, he would do that, and sure enough, people from his church started following as well. So if you're on here and watching, God bless you, and thank you for watching. Yeah, and that was a really cool testimony. Good. Let's see. Todd's live was unhinged. Yeah. Yes. That was $399.99 Canadian dollars. Steve jumped on and Yeah, I want to say thank you, Gene, as well. There's a little message there for it. But yeah, Steve. In fact, when I had I did the one shed video, and Steve popped on. It's always throws you off guard when Steve pops on, and the chat just blows up really quick. Everybody saying hi to Steve on there. It's always fun when he pops in and says hi. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hip camps and stuff. Ryan Lane, thank you so much for that $9.99 super sticker. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's going in the till to go down to Florida as well and to do some traveling. And I do want to say thank you very much to all of the ones with the stars on there. Those are all people that have been part of the channel within the 2.0 crew. In the 2.0 crew, I use that money also for traveling as well. That's the monthly memberships. And I just gave an update on there yesterday because I went down to check out a place, and I think that camp might be happening pretty soon. Yep. So I do little things like a 2 to 6 minute, like, hey, out scouting. I wanted to say hi, let you guys know where I was at, or if I finish a video and I have time, because I did it at the end of the garage. I sent out a little 2.0 crew member video. Said, hey guys, look at the snow we got. I just finished filming this video. Just got out of my doctor's appointment. Gonna sit here and edit a little while and then head on home. So do little things like that for the 2.0 crew for helping to support the channel in that sense. Okay, the falling snow is messing with my screen. Oh, you getting snow up there right now? I gotta leave. Cheers, Tony. Well, that was back at 7:28. All right, Kevin. We'll see you hopefully sooner than later. Hey, Brad, how are you doing? Good to see you. Kelly Faust, thank you very much for that. Is that a laughing avocado? Thank you so much for that $5 super sticker. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, very cool. Yeah, Rebecca, how are you doing, Rebecca? Oh, so, let's see. And Rick is saying it's good to be back in North Carolina. Yeah. The screen is. Hey, Kevin. Sorry. Yeah, screen messing up. Yeah. Yep, Donnie. Jesus is the reason for the season. Happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Absolutely, Daniel. He certainly is. God bless you, and absolutely. And Mike, there you are. You should have given that squirrel a red nose. Oh, that's true. I should have. There was another one. You know the old. Have you ever seen the pickup trucks, the real old red pickup trucks with the Christmas tree in the back? I did have a design for that too, and I just couldn't get it right. But Random Randy was sitting in the truck with his arm out the window and a candy cane on his hand, leaning out of that old pickup truck. I don't know if that's a Chevy or what kind of pickup truck it is, but that was a pretty cool little design, but it never made it to cut. Getting shot in his eyes. Yeah, from molecular degeneration. Yeah, so what's going on with my okay, now we're getting to those diesel outdoor excursions. He had done a $5 super chat earlier on, or that's a super sticker. I always say chat sometimes when it has words, but that when it doesn't have words, that's a sticker. So that macular degeneration. So a lot of y'all know or don't know, I was type 2 diabetic for Well, when I had my stroke, my A1C was 13.1, which is really, really high. But I had uh, type 2 diabetes for many years. And that's what's explained to me, that your eye will grow brand new little vessels trying to get stuff when things get damaged to your retina. So mine isn't that. It's just, you would think that brand new vessels were strong. I guess not when they grow like that, because that's what I said to her. I said, aren't they supposed to be strong? They're new. And she goes, no, unfortunately, they're not. They're weaker, even though they're brand new, and they do have a chance of bursting. So what the shot's going to do, it will help any of those that are in there that are weak to not burst anymore, and also to clear up the blood that's in the fluid of the eye. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so that's one thing. But over years and years and years of uncontrolled diabetes and eating processed foods and all kinds of stuff, I do have other medical issues, but that I'm dealing with, but they were all from previous decades. I mean, decades of being very, very unhealthy. Not that this is going to be I'm going to go down this road of explaining things to you, because one, I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm just giving you my own experience, which reminds me, I want to tell you about this. So, I ordered this the other day, and it got here yesterday, and it was outside delivered. So when Miss 2.0 got off work, and I did just see her, she was in here. Hey, honey. So she came up to the studio when she got home from work, and when I was out scouting, I went and got her one of her favorite places, a little meal for that, so that she'd have it when she got home. But what I did is I ordered this book after watching him on the Primal podcast, which is a very, very good podcast, the Primal podcast. And he was on there, and I had seen him before, but I'd really not listened to him that much. But he is a heart surgeon for many, many, many years, has been a renowned heart surgeon. So Ovadia, I think is how you pronounce his last name. But it's Stay Off My Operating Table. And she brought the book up to me because it came last night, and I think she got home about 11:30, and I was about ready to go to bed. She goes, oh, here's your book. I said, oh, do you want to read it first? And she goes, no. She said, I got home. I just got home. I'm going to eat. So she said, aren't you going to read it? And I said, well, yeah, I don't know if I'll start it tonight. Well, I started it last night. I couldn't put it down. Eventually, I had to finally put it down, but I started reading it. Great book, really interesting surgeon, heart surgeon, cardiologist and stuff, but he doesn't want you to be on his table. So he's confirming a lot of stuff that I've already been doing. Like I said, 600 days coming up in 3 days, being totally carnivore. So there's a lot that I am working through as well, of all the decades of damage of processed sugar. That's in everything. But it's looking good. It's doing good. All right, back to chat. Yeah. Let's see. I hear Maha. I hear Jesse Ventura saying "ba." All right. Let's see. Hey, did you ever get that majestic? Hey, Drew. Drew, how are you doing? Another New Year's Eve live stream. Yes, definitely. So we will definitely be doing a live stream. I think that one year we dropped from the fan, the ceiling fan. We dropped Louisiana crunch cakes. Had a whole bunch of them taped together, and we dropped the ball for that. I don't remember what we did last year, but as we went through the different ones, so when we got to Texas, that time zone, I put the hat on and we switched things up and we dropped something else. I don't know. We had a lot of fun. At least I did. But we're going to do that again this year. Okay. Yeah. 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 Stitch is going to be testing out his majestic hammock. Okay. Almost got. Hey, Steve. That's Steve Cousins. So, Cuz, I almost forgot, or truthfully, I did forget. But then I just saw this. Hi, everybody. So, what I tried to do, because it's not every Sunday anymore, it's going to be the first Sunday of every month, unless I do something outside of that. We're going to do, the idea is I'm going to make the StreamYard screen early, so it'll be on there. Like this one I made 3 weeks ago, and then that way it was sitting there waiting so people would know it was coming. And then I think I did a post yesterday that it was going to be tonight, and then I went on Facebook and made a post that it was going to be tonight. So because everybody's for 2.5 years gotten into the frame of mind that every Sunday at 7 o'clock we go live. So the views have dropped off on our lives because of a lot of people forget that it's going to happen. So we'll get in the swing of things, but you guys showed up. Glad to see you. Absolutely. And I know people are busy, and especially with Sunday night football. Yeah, that's going good. I don't know. Let's see. Did you ever think about bringing back the camping wood stove for a video? Yeah, Drew, I actually I got the wood stove. It's actually always in the car. And the hot tent is in the car. I was hoping to do a hot tent camp, but with hunting season in Pennsylvania right now, I really can't go into the woods and set that up, and because as I explained in the video for the parking garage, right now, this time of year, well, after the first couple days, and then after the beginning of doe season, um, they get together. There's a lot of Amish in the community as well. They'll go to a mountain and they will drive a mountain, and they'll drive fields. So I never really know what's going to be around during any of that. So, and even going into, some woods or even a campground. I don't like to do campgrounds. However, last year I did go to a campground a couple times, like a state campground. But when I went last year, it was bear season, and I felt bad, but I'm glad I didn't bring the wood stove. But we did have the hot tent, and I cooked on the little buddy heater. But I've got a possibility of a place where I might be able to set the hot tent up and get in there before the end of the year to do a hot tent. But what happens is in the state campgrounds around the area where I like to go, where it's more like you're not in a campground, it's just a spot. The hot tent, there's hunters in those spots, or I'm right in prime hunting area, and I don't want to disturb the hunters' abilities to get meat for the freezer. Absolutely. Well, happy birthday, Steve. Let's see. Okay. Absolutely. Okay, we got Red Baron asking a question. What or who got you into stealth camping? Oh, I think I answered that one already. But yeah, it was kind of when I did that winter camp. I didn't know that that's what it was called, stealth camping. I just don't like to go to campgrounds or anything or pay for anything. and then realized that that's what it was. And Venice, Florida. Ooh, good to see you, Paul from Venice, Florida. Ah, I figured it was Mexican food, but I didn't know what if that was like a tamale maybe or something. Anthony Price, God bless you, brother. Hello, my friend. Good to see you in here. Yes, and thank you so much for that super chat. And that is going towards the fund to get to Florida. Absolutely, I'll be using that on my travels. And like I said, I'm planning on going to a couple different states on the way to Florida. So I may not be going down the same way that I normally do the last couple times. I've got something in the works with another creator, and hopefully him and I can pull it up. I had an idea. I'm not going to say what the idea is, but it's I had an idea, and I explained it to him, and he's like, "Oh, that is a great idea. I think that will work. Very good." So it'll. I don't want to say much more about it, but hopefully we can get that pulled off early in January. Early in January. Early. Yeah. Daniel. Let's see. Tamales. There we are. So that's what I thought it was, a tamale. Okay. Tamales and how to pronounce them. Alrighty. I love your videos. Thank you very much, Daniel Ortiz. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hey, there's Mary. How are you doing, Mary? God bless you and Johnny. Yeah. Not going much longer. Phone down to 15%. Ah, Gene, hopefully you're still on here. Yeah, I see you over there getting the arrows. Go plug it in, Gene. Hello, Tony and everyone from Kelly Faust. And Kelly Faust did a little donation there too. I'm can't be long tonight on my break at work. Well, 7:47. Yeah, your break is probably done, but thank you very much, Kelly. Hopefully, if you're not still on, I'll be praying that you have a great night at work. Absolutely. Okay, there's a great question. Diesel Outdoors. So, how Stitch and I met. You know, that'd be a great question for us when we do a live together in Florida, if we get a chance to do a live. But Stitch and I met. So, again, when I had the stroke, Ramdino, because I was doing a lot of trail magic and stuff, Ramdino on trail, that's his channel, but Ramdino he gives through hiker updates and stuff. And he had seen my video announcement that I had a stroke, a little video I put out from the hospital. And him and Jay Wanders Out and the Wandering Woodsman, they had all done videos. And I think if Stitch had seen, I know he did. He watches Ramdino as well, and he saw the video, and then he came over and looked at my channel and saw, because Stitch had gone through something very, very similar to what I did, and he reached out in messaging, and then also into email, and then we talked on the phone and stuff. But he encouraged me, and he's been encouraging me for a lot of years with that. And so that's how we met, was through YouTube. We both watched Ramdino, and Ramdino said about it, and then Stitch watched my video. and then started following my video, and then sent me an email, and then we started corresponding through email, and then eventually by phone. And, and he's a great support and a great friend. Yeah, we love hanging out together when we get a chance. Yeah, he's flown into just this past fall. We got a chance to hang out again up in with Alpine Warrior. The three of us, three amigos, all of us together. Absolutely, definitely is. Y'all are all glue. Y'all are a core that come on to here. So encouraging and such a blessing to the community uh, that we have built here. And I see myself as just the conduit. You guys built the community. You really did with one another. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, very switchy. But I'm game if you are, right? Yeah, eventually, that may be eventually. Yeah. I don't like to say if and when I'm doing anything because safety concerns. GB Mom 2000. I've got to go. Can't do three things at once. Trying to stealth wrap Christmas presents, and my dog keeps knocking the tape. Have a great evening, everyone. God bless. God bless you too, GB Mom. I greatly appreciate you stopping in and being a part of the 2.0 family. Oh, licking the tape. Aw. Yeah, three things at once. Absolutely. Let's see. I'm a scrolling. I'm getting to that point where I'm a scrolling. Yep, there we go. Another Ryan had done the 9.99. Ryan, greatly appreciate that. Like I had mentioned it when I saw it pop up over here, and greatly appreciate that. But I want to, when I get to it in StreamYard, show you all that as well. You know what? This hat is getting very hot, and these glasses are just clear. So I'm gonna just get this off here. That feels better. Probably looks better too. Just kidding. Oh, over there. All righty. Now I can settle on in. And I did say, okay, we got about 45 minutes to go. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, that's so much easier to see. So, like I said, if you have questions about any of the camps that I've recently done, because I know we really didn't, yeah, because it's just once a month. We've done quite a few. But the Thanksgiving message, the reason I had to do that week is one with family, Thanksgiving and stuff. Usually one year I did a hot tent camp for Thanksgiving, made that Christmas dinner. And then the year before that, I did a dugout. Now, it wasn't the rainy dugout. The other dugout was very cool. But I did like a chicken and dumplings, I think it was. And I had cranberry sauce as well. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And I thank you all for the Thanksgiving thank yous or wishes that everybody did for me. And sending me messages and stuff. There's Shy Guy Adventures. How you doing, brother? You just did a Thanksgiving cookout at that camp. That was really wild. Very, very cool. Shy Guy Adventures. Shy Guy, you know what? I should have told this guy in the comments the other day because I got a comment. He goes, "You talk too much. Unsubscribe." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So thinking, well, I do talk, and it seems like I talk a lot. It seems, but when I'm videoing, there's a lot of times I'm not talking, but I'm not recording. So you see when I'm talking when I'm recording. But anyhow, he did that, and I said, "Well, yeah, thanks for leaving the comment and stuff, and I appreciate your input." But I should have said, "Go over and watch Shy Guy this video." Um, and I should have put that in the comments to him. Didn't think about it, but yeah, there she is. There's Miss 2.0. She is back at work because she doesn't get to stay too long. 'Cause she is working. This is her weekend to work. YouTube buffoonery. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna because the comments. I have to scroll a little bit faster, but I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, the winds in South Dakota and Dakota are very, very strong. I remember coming across there. It was very windy. Red flag warnings. I never knew what a red flag warning was until I drove out there. Hey, Carver family, how you doing? What's up, everyone? Glad I finally caught a live stream. Well, we don't do as many as we used to. We used to do it every Sunday, but now it's just once in a while. Oh, once every first Sunday of every month. There's my brother Anthony Price, and Anthony Price had done the thing, but when I get down to it, I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. Yeah, I can't believe that my Subaru has 185,000 miles. I don't think I'll get 200,000 before the end of the year. Unless I do a lot of driving. Oh, that's right. The reason I did the Thanksgiving one as well is because Miss 2.0, she wanted to go see her mom, visit her mom. So I drove out on a Friday, the 5 hours to get out to Pittsburgh. We stayed overnight there. And then the next morning, I thought, I'm only 5 hours away from Jonathan in Ohio, Dayton. So I got in the car in the morning and headed out to Dayton, Ohio. Well, I guess I left around noon or just before noon. Drove out there, spent the night with Jonathan and his wife, my daughter-in-law, and our grandson and our new granddaughter. So I spent the night there, got up the next morning, hung out with them, and then drove back to Pittsburgh. And after I got back to Pittsburgh, spent the night there with my mother and father-in-law and my wife, and then got up the next day and we drove back to PA. So I was going to be able to film that weekend, but I didn't want Miss 2.0 driving out there by herself. I thought it'd be a great time for us to spend together, and I needed to see Jonathan. It just all worked out really good, but I didn't have time to get out to film. So that's one of the reasons why I just did the Thanksgiving message. Plus, Thanksgiving was coming and doing that with family and stuff. Break is over. That was a while ago. 22 minutes ago. I am going to take another sip of my coffee. I was told years back I had ghost vessels. Wow, in my left eye. I wonder if that's ghost vessels. I wonder if that's what some things are called. I don't know. But yeah, the shot that I'm going to be getting is works out pretty good. And the reason I know is because I believe I got a shot in this eye. But so remember when I had the patch on when I did that solar one? That was a really bad bleed. And that's how I discovered that that's what was going on. But it's all getting better. Like Miles behind on the comments. And we are overwhelming him. Yeah. Well, it's overwhelming. It's not overwhelming because I see you guys talking to one another in here. So that's definitely good. You guys don't get a chance to talk too often. Yes. Homo Santa. So, like I said, Homo Santa, yeah, no scurvy, right? You don't. So Absolutely. So 646 days, because when I saw you in Florida, I believe you hadn't started it yet. And then when we met in Maha down in Lancaster, I had started 3 day. So I'm 600 in 3 days. So I remember you told me, yeah, because I didn't recognize you. And you go, yeah, I started. And you were saying about being off all your diabetic medicine. I was like, oh, okay. I'm all ears. And then been doing it ever since. Okay, let's see. Do you ever get up to New England as part of your travels? You know, Ryan, I really haven't gotten up north, up through New England, except for when I was up with Alpine Warrior and Stitch up there. We went over into Vermont, but I've never just driven into Vermont. But my idea is hopefully to get up to, I still got to get my birth certificate, or I got my birth certificate. I need to get my passport because next year I'd like to go up to Nova Scotia as part of my travels and stop in Maine on the way through. Hey, Skeeter, how you doing? So Skeeter changed his channel name. I think you still have your other channel, but this is more outdoors with Skeeter. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Allowed to forget anything, even my name. Right? Yeah. This is like the Twilight Zone. All right. Um, Dig Bud's Revenge. Hey, Tony, can you say hi to Hank? My 2 year old loves you. Well, hopefully your 2 year old is still on here. I wish I would have saw this earlier, but Hank, how are you doing? Can I get a 2.0, buddy? Alrighty, Hank. Good to have you on here. Good to have you watching. And yeah, tell your dad thanks for being on here as well. But happy 2 years old. Yeah, I got a grandson your same age. Got a couple of them. Yeah, no, thank you very much. Big Bud Revenge. And Hank, you have a great night. I don't know if you're still up and watching. Hopefully you are. Oh, yes, I just see 8:23. You're just saying good night. Have a good night, everyone. Hopefully Hank's still up. Hank, it's time for bed. All right, good night. Let's see. There we go, Anthony. Hello, my friend. So that's the big super sticker that Anthony Price. God bless you, brother, and thank you so much. Like I said, that all these are going into my travel till. Small town adventures. How are you doing? I knew Tony is really Santa. LOL. Yeah. Like I said, they when I walked into the hospital the other day, they're like, "Oh, it's no." Hope you and your family have a great holiday season. Thank you so much, Anthony. God bless you, brother. And that's a good cup of coffee. Yeah, it is. It's still warm too. These mugs are great. If you want to get one for a stocking stuff. Oh, Miss 2.0 already knows she's getting one in her stocking. Oh, I got her a shirt too. And I got her something else yesterday. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Good evening, Chuck. Telling the wife Tony is really Santa Claus. And now I have proof. LOL. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, hopefully the thinner version. Let's see. Each day has its challenges, but it's the biggest blessing. Aw. Yeah, I was trying to scan through some of um, Dig and Cuz's comments, conversation. Indeed, they are. Yeah. Let's see. Ryan says, "Can you talk about your sleeping platform a bit? Do you still use the folding table? Oh, okay, for the car to level out the cargo area. Do you think there are any better leveling ideas other than building something? So, other than building something, and even building something, I don't think would matter much because that table, that 22 by 40-inch table, works perfectly in the Subaru. I don't know how any other cars, but right from that, uh, right from the chair fold, the table fits perfectly from there to the tailgate, and uh, it is wide enough. It's I think 24 inches wide, so it's good to lay on. I never fall off or feel like I'm off on either side, but that's the cheapest way, and you can slide it out, which I did for years. Slide it out and drop the two legs, and that's the Walmart table. Drop the two legs, put the legs down, and then can cook on it, and then slide it back in. So that's the best way that I've used. I'm still using that. I just don't use the table as a table because my cousin Vinny, I told him what I wanted and went out. He measured and built the table with the slide out butcher block. But other than that, that's the only idea that I had was for sleeping because I don't like the having that little bend in there. So I thought, oh, I'll just put a table in there. Plus, I wanted a table to be able to slide out. So that's the only idea I know. There's probably other ideas out there, but you don't have to build anything, which is even better. Yes, I never have to worry about saying the wrong thing, right? Hey Jeff and 2.0 family. Hey Jeff Steer, Steer. How are you doing? Good to see you in here. And you are here. It's a great group tonight. Let's see. There she is. Backpacking Bible. Holly, how are you doing, Holly? Great to see you. I missed joining in. Hope you are all well. Doing very, very good. So the first time that I really heard, and I didn't understand what it was, when I was Holly, when she was uh, prior to her hiking the Appalachian Trail, she was putting out a little post. If you want to follow a carnivore on a trail, I just thought, oh, a carnivore is just the opposite of a vegetarian, but I thought it still included everything. So I never really understood it and never really clicked until a year later or so, until I went carnivore. But Backpacking Bible is definitely carnivore too. So we got carnivore kids in here tonight. Just we're yeah, following kids growing up. Lisa and I, we had six, and we've had 10 grandkids. And if you watch that Thanksgiving message, we got number 11 coming, which will be here next year. So our 11th grandchild. And amazing how when kids start being able to interact, you don't always understand them, but they are trying, and it's like they're just rambling on, like they're carrying on a whole conversation with you. It's the most amazing thing, and then all of a sudden you start catching words, and it starts coming out. It's like, oh, there it is. Hey Todd, how are you doing? I see you over there, 8:33 there. Hey Tony, camping with champion. Yeah, Todd, I was just talking about I'm going to be heading out. I didn't say what I was doing, but I was talking about January and next month, and going to be doing a live. I don't know if you got a chance, but I tried to give you a call yesterday But I ran both my last two cars over 20K, Steve says. Yeah, it's the Subarus. I'm part of a Subaru group, and every once in a while, someone will take a picture of the odometer reading, and it's like 800, 900,000. Some have turned over. They're like 30-year-old Subarus or however old, but it's got only 20,000 miles. But it's actually 1,020,000 because it turned over already. Pretty cool. So I'm hoping to have it for a long time. Love the car. Love the car. Yeah, new name does sound good because that way you can incorporate a whole bunch of stuff, not pigeon-toed into one genre. Hiking Clean, how are you doing? My username was Chachi. Ah, okay, before. Well, I'm liking Hiking Clean. Yeah, post office needs me this week. Yeah, well, Gene, thank you for being in there, and you were already gone. I have a feeling. Yeah, but I'm catching up quick because we are getting close to our. No, we're not. We're not. Not. Like I said, anybody that has any questions or wants to know what's going on later on for January or anything like that, what I'm going to be doing, where I'm going, where I'm at, what am I going doing? Let's see. I can clean. Oh, okay, near the Finger Lakes. Yes, I can clean. I'm near the Finger Lakes. This shy guy. Oh, no, I just, there we go. There's Todd. Yeah, definitely the last video, Bucky's. That thing's doing great. Yes, I just had two small T-bones for dinner, says Ollie. Oh, you make me hungry. What did I eat? Oh, I ate three smash burgers for dinner. Before we went live. What? I finally made it to the end. Yeah, I did. All right. We still got 40 people watching. So, like I said, I'm only going to stay on here for 2 hours tonight because there's some things I got to do, places I got to, well, get ready and do some stuff. But I do want to say you guys have been amazing. And I know not being on here every Sunday kind of is a little bit of a drawback for everybody to remember that we do this, still do lives. And I want to thank y'all. I mean, it gives y'all a chance to do other stuff too, but you're doing a lot of car camps because of cold. Oh, great question, Dixon. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Ta-da! Dixie Cup gave herself their own arrows. So, yes. So, where are you going in January? So, I'm going south. I'm going to leave January 3rd. If everything works out, I'm going to go that way, a little bit southwest. Southwest. I thought I'm going to Texas, but I don't think I can get a hold of James, or that would make it too hard for me to get back to Florida before Stitch flies in. But I want to come down and then work my way across down. I don't want to say where I'm going yet because it hasn't been fully worked out, but I've got a plan for a video. But then I got to get over to, I'll be in Brooksville, Florida, and then I'm planning on getting over to Hart's Meat Market. And Jeff Steer, thank you very much. Thank you for the travel money. God bless you. Travel funds for Tony. And thank you for that super chat. So I'm going to go into Florida, and then I will be hanging out in Florida. I don't know if it'll be for a week before the hang con, or how. Things are still up in the air, but that's how they always are, right? Always up in the air. That's why it's so random. But I'm planning on trying to do a couple camps on my way into Florida, make a couple videos. Then I'll be in Florida. I don't know if I'll be after we do HangCon. How quick I'll be heading north. Um, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to stay in Florida for like a week or 2 weeks. I know last year after HangCon, I ended up staying for 2 weeks longer, because of the way that I had two other videos, that the availability was only for one to do 1 week and the other one had to wait till the following week. But that's where I got that picture, when Rewild and I were out at Hopkins Prairie in Florida. And I took a picture of my hammock down there. Oh, One Wind will be also there. This is their first year coming to HangCon. So One Wind will be there. And I think it's Melissa, the founder of One Wind. They reached out to me. They'll definitely be there. And I'm bringing that bridge hammock that I did that review on. They did send me a tarp at one point, but I've never done anything with the tarp because it's for a bridge hammock. It's a special design, and they want me to kind of look at it and see how it is. And then because they're coming, the founder is going to bring me an underquilt that they have for that bridge hammock. So I'm going to set it up, kind of play around with it while it's down there, and kind of give people a chance to see what it's like. But I'm looking forward to meeting them as well. All right. So, GD Mom, did you get all your presents wrapped? Hey, there's Hammock Mountain. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So Daniel came to the Woolly Swamp, North Carolina Hammock Hangers. That was his first time there. And we had a great time hanging out. In fact, Rewild, the first time that I was there, Rewild was there. And I get that little corner right there, and I kind of hang my hammock in that little corner. And then we had bacon and sausage, the two pigs that were neighbors to us now. But they, when Daniel got there, he got there pretty late, but I was hoping his hammock would get to set it up on those trees. So when he got there, we were headlamps and stuff, and he was getting it all set up. And then the next morning, we got up and started the day. But that was a lot of fun. First, he really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. That was their very first fall hammock hang. Very nice group of guys, Tom and Moose Man and all the others that were there. Just got to see them so many times over the last couple of years, that it's really a neat hang. So a hang like that is much different than the one in Florida. The one in Florida is huge, where you got 600 to 800 people there. Where on these little regional or area hammock events, it's more just hang out, things like that, and just share stories, get together. Some guys never get to get out and camp unless they come to one of those. And I know Chris drove down from Ohio and stuff last time. I was telling Todd about it. I said, Todd, you got to come to one of these things. You'd enjoy it. Let's see. Yep. Woolly Swamp was a blast, says Hammock Mountain. Okay. I'm sorry, but it sounds like you are the Ace of Causes at Ace Hearts. Hands helping others. I hope you can get some rest. God bless you being a time of need. Amen. May I ask? Here we go. May I ask if your vision improved in your eye? Sorry if you already talked about it. Just joined the live. My husband and I love your videos, but been worried about you. Yeah, no, it was pretty much okay. So if I could explain what it looked like, it's getting better. But I do have follow up, and they're going to give a shot in that eye, and it will do much better. But that helps dissolve any of the blood particles that are floating around in the eye still. So right now, like before, I couldn't even see the screen. I couldn't see the lights. Well, I could see a light. I knew the room was light, but I couldn't make anything out. Now I can actually read. I just got to move my eye to a certain spot because there is a little blind spot right there that's probably going to be there for a while. But yeah, it's definitely getting better. The shot will help a lot. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, that's all small blood vessels from a long time of uh, uncontrolled diabetes. Yes. And all the other eating habits that I had. Hey, Mario. There you are. Really like your videos. I'm in Maine. I'm hoping to get to Maine eventually. But yes, thank you for asking about my eye. And no worries. All good, but continue to keep me in prayer for that and other things, as I'll keep you all in prayer too. Hey, Tony with an eye. How are you doing, Tony? Good deal. How's the weather up there in Maine? Shy Guy's asking. Let's see. That's hard. Okay. I am caught up, and it's 8:47. That wasn't bad, right? Not too bad. So, what else did I want to talk about? So, everybody ready for Christmas? Hopefully. I'm never ready. No, I'm not. It always comes so fast. Didn't November go quick? November came, and before you know it, it was over, and we're into December already. Yeah, it goes fast, very, very fast. Tony with an eye. She's saying rainy and warm in Florida. Before I came on, it was 32 degrees. Santa camp for Christmas, Hammock Mountain's asking. You know, themed ones like that, I don't do as much anymore, but I do have the Christmas outfit. And you guys, if you watched, was it? Wasn't last year? Did I do that last year for Christmas? I don't know if it was last year or the year before last. I did that Christmas one. I think it was 2 years ago. I did the Christmas light display. And the night that I got there, so I even walked into a store that I normally go into for coffee and stuff. And I walked in, and the people that worked there didn't even notice me. But I ended up doing that. I had a bunch of candy canes to hand out, little ones, because we went to the dollar store and I bought them. I dropped them and they broke. But I got to that lighting display, and the idea was to walk around and film the lighting display in the Santa outfit. And I don't know why I was thinking that, because that's probably not a good idea. I started walking on the sidewalk, and there was a couple families approaching me. And they weren't like, "Ooh, it's Santa." They kind of were curious because I'm walking and filming, and I thought it was because I was filming and walking with my camera talking, and I was doing the display the on that sidewalk, and I started feeling uncomfortable. So I went back to the car and I took that off and I took the Santa outfit off and I went back in. I found out later that the night that I was there, Santa Claus, they have a little place where Santa Claus sits and they have an elf and stuff, and kids come and they see Santa. Well, that one night that I was there walking around, they had a note on the door that said Santa was sick and wouldn't make it in tonight. And here I am walking around in a Santa outfit. And that's why they look so confused, because they probably went to go see Santa and he wasn't there. No, he's walking around filming himself talking about the display. So, yeah, I only found that out like a couple days after. Uh, Sorry to hear about that, Leonard. But yeah, so that was now explained in my mind why everybody was looking at me confused, because I had the beard on and everything. I've got a beard for that suit that comes way down here. But no, I probably won't be doing a themed camp. One, because even though the suit's big enough to dress warm enough in it, to be a Santa stand-in Santa. Yeah, I could have done a stand-in Santa, but I needed to film a video. But I ended up doing a car camp that night. They had bleachers with a. Did you ever see those blow up things that you put in your yard? Not the blow up ones, but the molded plastic ones. This family had collected those for probably 50 years or so, and they have such a large display. They got a couple tractor trailer boxes full of all the Christmas stuff, and they set up everything in that park. The dad used to always do it, and the kids would help. Now the dad, I don't know if he passed away or he can't do it anymore, but the kids do it every year. And they've got a set of bleachers, and it must have 50 choir, a Christmas choir, like a whole choir lit up of those plastic ornaments, plastic lawn ornaments. Really neat. Yeah, if you want to see that video, go back. Blow molds. There we go, Dixie Cup. Shy guy, was that for me? How old do you think I am? I have no clue. I'm not good at guessing ages. Let's see. I would get myself in trouble here. Let's see. It is. All right. Well, looks like y'all are having a fun time talking to one another there. That's funny. Yeah. All right. So we are at 8:53. So I am going to end this at 9 o'clock. I think that comes after 8. So we've been going on since 7 to 9. Looks like we are 1 hour and 53 minutes. Any last questions for me? Like I said, I'm planning on doing a couple videos leading up to Christmas. We'll be doing a Christmas, New Year's live Christmas. No, New Year's live, New Year's Eve. And so we'll do that. Tony, Tony, how are you doing? Says, hey, sorry, I'm doing good. Well, here you go. Let's see. So I will be doing that this last day of December. So I will be announcing that. I'll probably make the thumbnail for it. As long as, Lord willing, everything continues to go good, I'll be getting out and doing some videos every week. So there is still a video every Thursday night, or something will be up. Most likely it is a camping video. And every first Sunday of every month, but we're going to do one in January. Then I may not do one until maybe I'd like to do a live while I'm down there in Florida, depending on how the reception is. If not, Stitch and I'll do one on at the hotel, like we have for the last 2 years. Did one there, so we'll see how it goes. But like I said, stay tuned. Never know what we'll be doing. Maybe we'll be car camping. Maybe we'll be hammock camping. I need to do a hammock camp very, very soon. Hopefully everybody has a great rest of the week. And Diesel Outdoors says, are you doing a live from HangCon? I may do a live from HangCon. One of the problems with that is I have trouble seeing comments. Like right now, I'd be like, if I was trying to see the comments on my phone, I'd be like this. I can't see them, but maybe I will. I know Rewild. I was in with Rewild, and we did one from there last year. A couple of us were there. Shug's going to be there again. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to him and different things. Shug Emery having us over. And have a blessed evening. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming over, wanting to hang out. All righty, everybody. I'll see you there, says Daniel. Yeah, Daniel's coming again. Yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody down there. Trust Jesus' blood. Amen. Amen, amen. That's the only way. Woohoo, buddy. Hey, Chris, would like to be there, but it's too far and snaky for me. Oh, Carl. Yeah. Hopefully those that can make it. And those that can't, look forward to seeing the videos that come out. We'll be putting videos out of the event. And like I said, hope you guys have a great Christmas and a happy new year, but we'll be seeing each other for a happy new year. All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and sign off because we got just a couple of seconds left. All right. Love you guys. If there's any thing that anybody wants to say to me, you can always get me on my email. I check my email every day. I get a notification on my screen, but my email is down in the of description of every video. I see everybody popping in here. Roseanne, thank you for the live. Everyone have a good night. Good night, Mary. Saying good night to everybody. Merry Christmas to all. Yes, definitely Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys on another live down the road. Next live will be Christmas Eve. All right. God bless. Love you guys. And thanks a lot for coming and hanging out again for our monthly Sunday Night Live. I miss you guys every week. All right. Good night. See ya.